Hi everybody, welcome back. In today's video, we're talking about how to become your partner's best friend in a relationship. So if you're interested, definitely keep watching. In today's relationship, so many relationships started how do I put it? There's some relationships that do not start from the place of friendship. There's some relationship that they just met, or maybe they someone linked them up, or maybe there was an arrangement. They didn't have time to build friendship. And we discovered that a lot of persons who are in this kind of relationship sometimes struggle becoming friends, and it also affects the success of their relationship. So in today's video, we'll be looking at things that you can actually do to help you become your partner's best friend in that relationship. And I know that at the end of this video, you'll be very, very happy. And one thing about this video is that as you're learning it, you need to put them into practice. You need to practice what you're learning. If you don't practice it, then it will not work for you. So let's dive into this point. The first tip for you is to build open communication. Yes, build open communication. What do I mean by open communication? It means both of you need to come to an agreement, to come to that level where you are not scared of saying what's on your mind. Because one thing that most people struggle with is that they are so worried that they don't want to say things that will offend their partner, so they watch their words to the extent that they're not able to express themselves very well. So for you to practice open communication, you need to both agree to come to that level where you are free to communicate your thoughts, your pain, your excitement, everything that matters to you, your heart, and no matter what, you're free to say anything, because that's what best friendship is all about. If you have a best friend out there, if you have another friend who's your best friend, maybe a female or a male who is your best friend, you know that both of you talk about almost everything. So you need to come to that level with your partner where you are not scared of talking about everything. We are not scared of talking about anything. You share your deepest feeling and become very, very vulnerable to each other. Second tip is to always compliment each other. There's something about compliments. It kind of brings out the king or the queen in you. Just imagine when someone tells you that, hey, thank you very, very much for you look awesome today, and you did this, you did that, oh wow, you are so great, you look just, those compliments that that makes you very, very happy. One truth about this is that every single person loves compliments. There is nobody out there who doesn't love to be complimented. Let's face the facts, there is nobody, because we all want to hear good job, you did great, you did this one, you did that one. So even if it's the regular plates they wash at home, even if it's the regular car you clean, even if it's just the regular thing, always compliment them, appreciate them. It comes both ways. You appreciate yourselves every single day. Make it a point of duty to always say something nice to your partner every single day. With that, you'll be bringing out the best in them, because they know that you appreciate their sacrifices, the sacrifices they put in to make their relationship work. The next point is to show that you are truly interested in them. It's your partner, so you have to show them that you are interested in getting to know them. And this particular point surpasses the level where you are just interested of what you will be getting in that relationship. It comes to the point of when you are thinking about what you can give to them in that relationship. So you find things that they are interested in and you talk about them. If they love football, try and engage in football. So learn something, one or two things about football. If they love hair, if they love video editing, anything your partner finds very, very interested in doing, you need to develop a level of interest in that thing. It shows them that you care, you are concerned. Even if they're a banker, at the end of the day, how is the banking job when they come back at home? Get to know how their day went. Show some level of interest in what they're doing. It's also what allows them to open up more to you, to share things more with you. Another point is to intentionally speak your partner's love language. We know about the 5 love language, and there could be more love languages out there. You just know about the 5. But the point is that you learn what makes your partner feel loved. You need to pay close attention. If you can't figure it out on your own, then you need to ask them, What can I do, or what are those things that I will do that will make you feel very, very loved? Learn those things and intentionally practice them. Why I use the word intentionally practice them is because most times our partner's love languages might not come very easy for us to do. Just imagine that you're someone who likes maybe quality time. Okay, let's use quality time. The person likes quality time, but to some extent you're not always available. You cannot really because there are so many other things to run around to do. But then you always make efforts, you always make that effort to carve out time to spend with them. If it's maybe compliments and you don't find, maybe it's not something you grew up with, maybe nobody really actually complimented you when you're growing up, or maybe nobody made you feel very feel that way when you were growing up, then you have to intentionally learn how to make those compliments, use those words that pleases your partner. So it's all about being intentional about these things. So you need to learn how to speak your partner's love language, just as they are learning to speak your own love languages too. So both of you to intentionally do that. The next point is to develop common interest. Okay, we have already said something about developing interest in both of them. This time around, both of you need to find something that you can enjoy doing together. Maybe you might be going for diving, or maybe you play table tennis, maybe a sport or something, a hobby that both of you can enjoy together. So both of you develop this interest in doing them together. So these things are things that will bring you closer to the partner. They bring you very, very close to the partner, because when you guys are engaging in these things, you're getting to know them better, getting to know what makes them happy, what doesn't make them happy. This is how to actually build communication, when you put things together and you're open to talk to each other. So find something, develop interest in the same thing. Both of you should go out maybe every Friday, every Saturday, go out and partake in that particular sport. Maybe it's running in the morning, both of you can go out there and run and come back home, just the two of you. So you understand what I'm saying? So develop a common interest in things that both of you can do together. Another way to do this is maybe to have a date night. Yes, if you are together, if you are close, maybe you are not living very far from each other, then you can actually, that's if you're still in a relationship, then you can actually plan date nights, maybe once in 2 weeks or once in a week, depending on your availability to do these things. So, but the point is that both of you have a particular day and time that you hang out with each other, just to talk about yourself and relationship, just to get to know yourself better. That's just the point. These things are not really so hard. They're not rocket science. They're actually easy steps on things you can do to better your relationship. So let's move on to the next topic. Play games together. Play games together. Play games together. So it could be video games. It could be words. It could be cards. It could be any fun game around. You can actually play together. You can't allow your relationship to be so boring. So you have to play games. And as much as you are playing, my next point is to pray. You find a way to pray, to study the Word of God together, because it has a way of bringing both of you closer spiritually. So you pray together, you study the Bible together, you share good things, you commit each other into the hands of God, and every other thing that got to do with prayer and study of the Word. So both of you can grow spiritually together, at least on the spiritual wavelength, and things are moving on fine. So you understand. So next point is to actually become vulnerable. When we talk about vulnerability, we're talking about being allowing your partner to see your weakness, your strength and your weakness. So many people are so how do I put it? They are so rigid, they're so uptight, they have a lot of walls, they build a lot of strong walls that their partner hardly see deep into them. So these things can actually prevent communication, and can actually prevent both of you to get to become best friends. So what actually makes you best friends that both of you are vulnerable? When something happens to you, the first person that comes to mind is your partner. You want to call them and tell them what's happening. If you have a good news, that's the first person that comes to your mind. That means you have already built a level of joy. So just imagine that person. Just imagine it now. That person you always call. The moment something happens to you, something bad or something exciting happens to you, the first person that comes to your mind to call is usually the closest person that you have in your life. So think about it. Do you want your partner to be that closest friend that you have? Then you have to allow yourself to be very, very vulnerable. You have to open up yourself. Let them see your strengths. Let them see your weaknesses. Let them see the little boy. Let them see the big man. Let them see the praying you. Let them see the sad you. Let them just see everything. If they're able to see everything, like you too, you see everything in them, that will allow both of you to know what both of you want and how to help each other in that relationship. And one more tip for you is to always resolve conflict very, very fast. Don't allow conflicts to linger. Don't allow it to linger. If you allow conflict to linger in a relationship, it will create more issues. The plan of the enemy is for you to offend your partner, and your partner will take time to forgive you. Then he will make a way for another offense to come. So if you really want to enjoy a successful relationship, if you really want to be best friends with your partner, then you must make it a habit of forgiving each other. If it's possible, forgive them ahead of time, because you know that they will eventually offend you. There is no way you be in a relationship and you not offend each other, but you should be able to forgive your partner as soon as possible. I know there are some things that might be very, very hard to forgive immediately, but you should actually create that room for communication so that both of you can actually resolve whatever conflict it is, because the faster you can resolve conflicts with each other genuinely, the better your friendship will grow in that relationship. So I know you have learned so many things, and I want to hear your testimonies when you practice this thing. And also, if there's another thing you want to learn, or another thing you want to share on how to become better and best friends with your partner, then feel free to leave that in the comment box. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and also hit the notification bell so that you will notify me next time I upload a video, and share this video with your friend and give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to visit my Facebook page, Life and Relationship Coaching with Profit, where I dish out valuable content that will help you to build a successful and better life for you. See you guys in the next video, and check out these videos here, and I know you will learn a lot of things from them. Bye.